Have you ever heard a story so heartbreaking, so full of twists, that it feels like it couldn't possibly be real? Today, we're diving into one of the most gut-wrenching tales you'll ever hear, a story about a cat named Shadow, whose life was shaped by betrayal, loss, and an unshakable will to survive. And what happened in his darkest moment? You won't believe it. This isn't just a story about a cat. It's a story about courage in the face of despair, about the deep scars of abandonment, and about the power of love to heal even the most broken hearts. Shadow's journey will stay with you long after this video ends. So settle in, because you're about to witness a tale that will break you and then put you back together, piece by piece. Shadow wasn't always a stray. Once he belonged to a family. He was their cherished companion, a playful kitten who would curl up in the warmth of their arms every night. But that was a long time ago. One fateful summer, his family packed their bags for a vacation. Shadow watched them load up the car, his tail wagging with excitement, expecting to go with them. Instead, they drove off, leaving him behind in the backyard with a bowl of water and some leftover kibble. Days passed, then weeks. No one came back. Shadow's food ran out, and the once clear water turned murky. He clawed at the back door, meowing desperately, but no one answered. The neighbors eventually noticed his cries and, thinking he was just another stray, shooed him away. Shadow's world had turned upside down. His family had left him, and he was completely alone. At first, Shadow stayed near the house, hoping they'd return. Every time he heard the hum of an engine, his ears perked up, and he'd sprint to the driveway, but it was never them. Hunger drove him to wander farther and farther, scavenging through trash cans and hunting insects to survive. The streets were unkind. Other stray animals saw Shadow as competition and attacked him whenever he came near their territory. He learned to stay hidden, lurking in the shadows, hence the name the local kids gave him. But the worst night of his life was yet to come. A storm rolled in, the kind that shakes the earth and sends trees crashing to the ground. Shadow took refuge under an abandoned car, his tiny body trembling as thunder roared and rain poured in torrents. The water began to rise, flooding the streets. Shadow, terrified, darted out in search of higher ground. That's when it happened. A car, speeding through the rain, swerved to avoid a fallen branch and hit Shadow instead. The impact sent him flying into the gutter. He was alive but badly injured. His leg was twisted at an unnatural angle, and every breath he took felt like fire. He lay there in the rain, too weak to move as the world raged on around him. Morning came, and with it, a chance encounter that would change everything. A woman named Clara was walking her dog when she spotted Shadow. At first, she thought he was dead, but then she saw his chest rise and fall, ever so faintly. Clara scooped him up, cradling his broken body in her arms, and rushed him to the nearest vet. The prognosis wasn't good. Shadow had multiple fractures, severe dehydration, and an infection that was spreading fast. The vet said, "He's in rough shape. We can try to save him, but it's going to be a long road." Clara didn't hesitate. "Do whatever it takes," she said. And so began Shadow's fight for his life. The surgeries were grueling. The recovery process was even harder. There were nights when Shadow cried in pain, and Clara sat beside him, whispering, "You're not alone anymore." Slowly, he began to heal. His leg would never be the same, and he walked with a noticeable limp, but he was alive. And for the first time in a long time, he felt safe. Today, Shadow lives with Clara in a cozy little home filled with warmth and love. His scars are a testament to everything he's been through, but they don't define him. He spends his days lounging in the sun, his once wary eyes now soft with trust. Every evening, as the sun sets, Shadow curls up on Clara's lap, purring contentedly. It's as if he's saying, "Thank you for seeing me when no one else did." Shadow's story is more than just a tale of survival. It's a reminder that even the most broken souls can find healing. That sometimes all it takes is one person to see past the pain and give a second chance. And that love, no matter how late it arrives, can change everything. If this story moved you, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us as we share more incredible stories of resilience, hope, and the unbreakable bond between people and their pets. Together, let's spread compassion, one story at a time.